Man, I just read something I regret reading. People are talking about these going to grief places, grief. Yeah, I don't think so. Because this one story, like pretty much I feel like fainting. Gotta drink some milk here. Oh my God. This was a really bad decision to read this. This was a bad decision to read that story. To read that story was not a smart decision. I'm doing a live right now. So, Jake, I'm feeling terrible. I'm feeling terrible, Jake. I just read this story about this woman, right, who lost her husband very suddenly, right? It was online, Reddit, and she was saying how, it was just the guy had like indigestion, went to the hospital, and then like moments later, the guy just passes away. And she was like, they were together for 38 years. She was saying how like nobody's there for her. Her family was not there for her. Friends were not there for her. It's just everything about her story touched on what I'm going through. And she was like how she was so happy all those years, just so much happiness, so much love. And unfortunately, she said, that's it. It's over now. She's like, it was like 2.5 years later. She's miserable. Every day of her life is miserable. I'm like, oh my God, What? There's a bug in the bathroom. Okay, give me a second. All right, give me 1 second. I have to just do something for my daughter. I'll be right back. What is it, fuzz? All right. No problem. Yeah, man. I just look. This. I don't even know what to say anymore, Jake. I don't know what to say anymore. I feel like saying I'm foobar. You know what foobar means? Effed up beyond all recognition. That's what I am. I'm foobar. Look, I got my kids. I love my kids, but God hit me too hard, man. God hit me too hard. Then my mom passes away in 2 weeks. I mean, it's too much, man. I don't know. I mean, I understand. Look, I can't deal with you, Detective Pikachu. I'm sorry, man. I really can't. Not now. I can't deal with you now. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I can't. I just can't do it, man. This now. I'm even more messed up than I was before. Guys, I can't deal with the hate. I know it's you, Detective Pikachu. I know that you're the one doing all this hate. You're using different accounts. You think I'm stupid, okay? You think I'm stupid. You think I'm stupid, okay? I know that you're using all kinds of different accounts, and you're coming here, with all this hate. I told you no hate. Detective Pikachu, I'm sorry, man. I tell me that you admit the truth. Isn't that you? Let's see if he's gonna be a man. That's you right there. Right there. You see that? You see that? That's you. That's you. That's you. That's you. You know what it is, Jake? Jake, I can't even. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who tell me to listen to music that I'm sure it's a beautiful, beautiful song. Um, I will follow you into the dark. I'll keep it in mind. Death Cab for Cutie. I'm sure it's beautiful, Jake, but I can't do it, man. I'm just the only music I can play is my own music. It is you, Detective Pikachu. It is. It's you. I gotta let you go. I'm sorry, man. It's you. You know it's you. It's him. I can't deal with that guy anymore. So anyway, we got just Jake on here, a good-hearted person. Jake is a great-hearted guy. You know, I just need good people on these live streams. I can't do it no more. Maybe it wasn't Detective Pikachu. Maybe it wasn't him. I don't know. It really is horrible, Jake. I'll give you a chance, Detective Pikachu, but I think I just brought you back. I don't know if you're still here. I really can't deal with hate, man. All right, you're back, I think, Detective Pikachu. Just be nice, please. Yeah, I'm going to play you something, Jake. Do a little funk a la Richie. This is a jazz piece I wrote. I don't know if you ever heard it before. It's like a Latin jazz piece, kind of like a Chick Corea style. shot right now. Oh, man, these guys just don't quit. They just don't quit these. It's amazing how much time these people have on there. You see, look, Detective Pikachu, I got to get rid of you. You see, I gave you a chance, and you're like, haters coming in at full force. You got to go. You got to go. It's like you're rooting for them, man. You got to go. Can't deal with this freaking guy anymore. These people have no lives, Jake. They're just losers, man. They have nothing going on. This is their whole lives. Their whole lives is to come to this channel and act like complete friggin' psychopaths. Have absolutely no lights, no lives whatsoever. Here's Latin jazz one for you. This is called Summer Starlight. Thanks, Jake. Yeah, it's a nice little jazz thing I wrote. Summer Starlight. You know what amazes me, Jake, about these people is that, like, I ask myself sometimes, right, with these haters, like, what is in it for them? Like, what is the reason? Like that, like, I want you to think about this, Jake. They create like probably thousands and thousands of accounts, and they just come here and just hate for no reason. Like, and that's all they do. That makes up their whole entire life. Like, that's all they have to live for. None of these people have any other reason to live, Jake. The only reason that these people have to live, Jake, is to make like unlimited thousands of accounts and continuously come here and hate. It's crazy, right? No, but think about like how insane that is. It's nuts, man. It's like I try to sometimes imagine. Crazy here. I try to imagine being one of these people, like a day in the life, you know, like a day in the life of a hater. And I imagine like these people like spending all day long creating accounts. That's all they do, right? They spend all day. All these people, that's all they do. They have like they just like create. They talk about get a job. You need to get a job, haters. Listen, obviously none of you people are working. Listen, can we be honest with each other? None of you are working. None of you are working because you have all this time on your hands to make unlimited accounts and to keep coming on these live streams. So obviously none of you have a job. Absolutely, Jake. They're not bringing me down. It's just, you want to know what it is, Jake? It's just that they're disturbing the live stream. That's what it is. You want me to tell you what it is? They can't bring me down. They don't have enough power to bring me down, these people, okay? But they're disturbing me because I have to stop playing my song. Like, I'll give you, like, this is what they do. You want to know what they do, Jake? I'll be playing my song, and then because they'll like post like 50 messages, I have to stop playing my song and I have to like delete it. So it's annoying. It's annoying. That's what it is. It's annoying. But other than that, they're not bothering me. It's just they remind me of like cockroaches. Like you're in your house, you're relaxing, you want to have a nice porterhouse steak, and all of a sudden you see a cockroach. It disturbs you. You know, I gotta get out. I gotta take care of this thing. They're like cockroaches. That's what they are. What are you gonna do? Let's do a little Brooklyn funk for Jake here. See, this is what I'm saying. I have to stop my song. You see, Jake, I have to stop my song and I have to block this guy. So that's all they do. You want to know what it is? They're not bothering me personally, but it's just they're annoying, man. So annoying. Don't say Jen get out, Jake, because Jen was my wife. they're imitating my wife, Jake. They're imitating my wife. I'm sorry. I know you probably didn't know that. You didn't know that, Jake. It's okay. They're imitating my wife, Jennifer. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. Anyway, if anybody out there, thank you, Back to the Future, could do a Cash App. Small entertainment tip for the Apefather. That's the $ Richard Lavoie. No, it's okay, Jake. You didn't know. It's the $ Richard Lavoie, $ capital RICHARD, capital LEVOI. Small little Cash App will make a world of difference to help our family during the most difficult time in our lives. It's entertainment tips for the piano player, man. It's like my piano bar jar. We're dealing with a lot. The wife passed away. The mom passed away. Kids, the thing is, oh my God. Hey, Back to the Future. How you doing, brother? I'm starting to realize that I'm not going to see my wife anymore. I know you probably think I'm a psycho, but I'm kind of just accepting it, and I'm not really doing well. To be honest with you, I'm doing terrible. See, you know what it is? And I've been reading a lot online about people who go through the same exact things. When you have a great marriage like I had with Jen, you have so much love in your life. You understand? You have so much happiness. You have so much happiness, Jake, in Back to the Future, that what happens, right, is if and when your beautiful wife or, your spouse passes away, you go through something that is so hard to explain, and I'm going to try to explain it. Okay? You go through this sense like you want to get back something, anything that is even close to what your wife gave you. But I'm not necessarily even talking about another woman. Like maybe you want a friend or, a family member, someone to be there for you. Someone to be there for you. Okay? And the problem, what happens is that no one is going to be there for you. That's what the truth is, because everybody's living their own life, everybody's doing their own thing, and nobody has time for you. Nobody has time for you, and that's what the bottom line is. So that's why I think I ran into a couple of problems, with people. Some people got maybe annoyed with me because they're like, Rich, leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered. Stop bothering me. I get it. I get it because I miss my wife so much. Man, this sucks. This really sucks. That's all I have to say. There's no way to handle this. I'm going to tell all of you something, man. There's just no way to handle this situation. At least if I had my mom, right? Maybe my mom could help me. My mom could give me strength. My mom. Normally, when people say hello, yeah, Jay Powell, they're haters in disguise. I notice this. Man, these haters are nuts, man. You know what these haters do? Can I tell you what they did? These people are really borderline. Honestly, they should be, in my opinion, in mental institutions. They're like Norman Bates, these people. You know what they do? I'm going to tell you another thing they do. So when they realize that the hate's not working, right? So they go full force with the hate, right? They start pretending to be nice people. This is how nuts these people are, right? So then they'll come back and they'll be like, hey, Father, how you doing? No, you know what they do? They change it up. Back to the Future. Let me tell you what they do. They change it up. So 1 minute, it'll just be hate, right? It'll be all hate. Then the next minute, they actually try to be nice, but they're pretending to be people who actually like you. So they'll be like, yo, hey, Father, I remember you from Zano's in Brooklyn. How you doing, my man, The Italian stallion, the one and only meatball, hey, Father, we got to go get ourselves a calzone, So they play that game. Darling Ape never comes to my live stream, so most likely Darling Ape is a hater. No, you're a hater. You're a hater, Darling Ape. You know how I know you're a hater, Darling Ape? Because you never come to the live streams. Darling Ape is a hater. Darling Ape, I don't remember, and all the time, I never remember one time you ever being here. How many, check out Darling Ape, Back to the Future. See when Brooklyn John is definitely a hater. These are all haters, these people. It's crazy. Tell me when the account, can you check Back to the Future when Darling Ape was created? And tell me when Brooklyn John was created. Back to the Future. Tell me when Brooklyn John was created and when Darling Ape was created. I bet you they all created the account like today or yesterday. Today, right? Both of them? Both accounts? Bye-bye, hater. Haters, man. Oh, what are you going to do? Yep, they're haters. I'm starting to realize. You can start to tell, what's up, Jessica? It just gets, you get used to it. You get used to it. Like, I know the games they play. They basically play two games. Okay, good cop and bad cop. Okay, so what's good cop? Good cop is they come here like that guy Brooklyn John, and Brooklyn John was going to be nice to me. He's going, yo, hey, Father, we got to go get ourselves a calzone, some pepperoni pizza with some meatballs on it. Forget about it, Maron. You understand? And then after about a half an hour of this guy being nice to me, he'll say, get a job. He'll say, get a job, Apefather. And then the true colors come out, right? Or then the second thing is this just straight up hate. That's it, right from the get-go, no holds barred. They come here and they hate. They pretend to be my wife, my father, my dogs, whatever. They're crazy mother effers, man. My mother, they pretend to be everybody. Lunatics, man. But anyway, so getting back, Jessica definitely having a bad day today. This is definitely 100% a hater. Jojo from Jers, 100% a hater. Back to the Future, when did he create his account? Let me guess, today? American Dream, that's a real account. Jojo from Jers, when Back to the Future, when did he create the account? Today? I'm gonna hire Back to the Future. That's gonna be a new job. Tell me when they actually created their accounts. Yep, today. Yeah, he's a hater. He's a hater. Back to the Future. I'm just curious. Jackie, when did you create your account? I'm just curious. Don't get upset. I'm just curious. Because everybody who says they're from Brooklyn is normally like a hater, and I know you're not a hater. Back to the Future, just check her account. I'm just curious. Don't get mad, Jackie. I have to do this because my channel are filled with haters. Don't get mad. All right? Don't get mad, Jackie. Back to the Future. Can you just check Jackie Brooklyn when she created her account? All right, so she's real. Jackie, you're real. You see? Jackie from Brooklyn is real. I had to check. Don't get mad. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. April what? Wait a second. April 2025? Oh, wait a minute. Jackie, this is a new account that you created. You created this account April 22nd. That's not good, Jackie. That means most likely you're a hater, I think. What do you think? Well, why do you have an account that's only what? 8 days old? We'll leave you on, Jackie. Don't worry about it, but all right, Jackie, it's fine. Back to the Future. What do you think of Jackie from Brooklyn? You think a hater or you think a real person? Let's do a vote. Jake, Jackie from Brooklyn. Her account was open April 22nd, 2025. Hater or real person? Back to the Future. What's your opinion? I want to ask opinions. Back to the Future. What's your opinion? He might think you're real. Oh, Jackie, you know what it is? Jackie, you know what it is? People who open accounts that are new are like haters. You can leave. Why don't you have an account that's old? Why do you have an account that's only a week old, Jackie? Jackie, that's a sign of a hater. Good luck, Jackie. Take care. Brush your hair. You're a hater. You're a hater, Jackie. There's no way you would have an account. Listen to me. Nah. She has an account that's a week old. It's a week old. She's a hater. She's 100% a hater. Nobody has an account. Listen to me. That's real. That's a week old. Jackie, you have an account that's a week old. It's 1 week old. It's 1 week old, Jackie. Why is your account 1 week old? Explain it to me. Jackie, why is your account 1 week old? You did disrespect me one time with that whole money situation. You did. Remember with the money situation? You were like, people are going through hard times, people don't have money. That's like a hater. You did disrespect me. This guy Joshua is a hater too. Joshua Kubler. Check him out. Back to the Future. Check him out.
Jackie, you said you use, let me ask you a question. Jackie, Jackie, thank you, Jessica. Jackie, you said that you're on YouTube for 15 years, yet you created this account 1 week ago. But Jackie, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. These people say they're from India or haters. Oh, I got to get out of here. This is a bad live stream. This live stream is literally filled with haters. Every single person on this live stream is a hater, except here's people I know that are not a hater. You got Jessica, you got American Dream, you got Jake, you got Back to the Future. Jackie, I'll trust in you that you're not a hater, but I will tell you this, okay? I will tell you this, Jackie. It's weird that you have an account that's a week old, but I'm going to trust you that you're not a hater, okay, Jackie? I apologize. It's a little odd that you have a YouTube account that's 1 week old. That's all. With that said, it's all good. So anyway, getting back. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing well, guys. I am so messed up, man, over my wife, Jennifer. I can't believe she passed away. I don't know who to be mad at. I don't know if I should be mad at the hospitals, which I am. If I should be mad at God, which I am. Okay, someone say, what kind of live stream is this? Hater. Jonathan is a hater. Jessica, I'm definitely not doing well. I'm not doing well, Jessica. I read this article that totally broke my heart. I felt like fainting on the floor about this woman who lost her husband, and he passed away like very, very suddenly. And she was saying how she was out in the rain by herself. I was crying reading it. And she was saying how 2.5 years her life has not improved, and she's lonely, and no family is there for her, and no friends are there for her. And it was the most horrible thing I've ever read. And I'm starting to realize that this is my life now. It's like, this is not the life I wanted to live. Look, let me explain something to all of you, okay? And I'm not taking away anybody's pain because I want all of you to know something. I respect every single person who lost a loved one. God bless you. God bless Jessica. God bless her beautiful husband. God bless all of you. And what I'm about to say is not meant to take away anybody's pain. But try to understand, this is not what I wanted in my life. This is not what I expected in my life, okay? Me and my wife built up a beautiful family. We built up a beautiful life together, man. And it's like, now it's gone. Now you're gonna say, no, it's not. You have 2 kids. It's different without Jennifer. I'm sorry. Look, I love my kids. I love them, but I'm not supposed to be a single dad. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be with Jennifer. We need Jennifer. The kids need their mom. Okay? They need their mom. Look, honestly, I would have rather Jennifer been here than me. You want to know the truth? If I could trade places, if I had an opportunity right now where God said to me, how about this? I put Jennifer back on earth with the kids and I take you, I'd probably say yeah. Because why? Jennifer would have been better. Jennifer would have been better with the kids. A mother would have been better. I'm a dad. I'm like, a dad is different than a mom. A dad is different. A dad is different. God bless you, Jake. A dad is different than a mom. I'm not saying I'm great with the kids. I love them. But there's nothing like a mother, man. There's nothing like a mother. Jennifer should be here. Jennifer should be with her kids. And I mean, I would love it that we would all be together. That's the ideal situation. The ideal situation is that we all should be together. But you know what it is? Now I'm faced to accept the reality, okay, Jessica, that I'm never going to see my wife again. And you know something, Jessica? I can't accept it. I can't accept it. I don't know what to tell any of you. Maybe you think I'm a psycho. Maybe you think I'm a lunatic. But how do you accept the person that was the most amazing person in your life? My lover, my best friend, my soulmate. This is my soulmate. We are connected. We're connected, me and my wife. How am I supposed to accept that she's gone? And you know something? It's crazy because I got to tell you all something, okay? You think none of those things? What do you mean, Jessica? Meaning that you always think of your husband. Like, what can you be more specific? I think none of those things. Oh, meaning that I'm not crazy. I understand. Yeah. Um, a lot of people do think I'm nuts. They think I'm nuts because they're like, Rich, I'm not trying to be, they say, Rich, I'm not trying to be a jerk off. Your wife passed away 2 months ago and she was cremated, right? Yeah. And her ashes, right, are in your house, right? Ah, this guy. Sorry, Jessica. He's gone. So I didn't want to cremate. I want to just be clear to all of you. I did not want to cremate my wife, Jennifer. Okay. I waited a long time. I waited 3 weeks. I procrastinated. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. They were calling me up every day. What's happening here? What are you doing with the body? I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to cremate her. I was deathly afraid to cremate my wife. But this is the thing. It was her wishes. And I had to get over. You didn't leave your house for almost 6 months. Yeah, I understand. Listen to me. I had to get over it because the state was going to get involved. The only reason I cremated her, the state was going to do it. And if the state did it, okay, if the state did it, I would not have been able to get my wife's ashes back because I wanted to put the ashes in the house. And I had to kind of man up. All right, I had to man up and I had to do it. And I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. Okay, it tortures me I'm going to tell you all the things that torture me. Okay, that's the one thing that tortures me. That's the one thing that tortures me. I'm not going to get into anything else because I'm going to wind up shooting myself. Let's just say the whole thing tortures me. I didn't want her to pass away, but she did. And now I'm screwed. I'm screwed, Jessica. I'm screwed, Jessica. I'm effing screwed. I'm screwed, Jessica. I don't know how I'm going to live my life. Jessica, I'm finished. I'm finished, Jessica. I'm telling you right now, I'm done. I'm finished. Here we go again. Oh my God. Terrible. Jessica, I'm finished. I don't know what to do. It's like, I just don't understand what I'm going to do. Jessica, listen to me very carefully because you're a beautiful woman. Here's my situation. I love my children. I love them, Jessica. I loved them so much, okay? But my wife was my soulmate, okay? She was my everything. She was my everything, my soulmate. She gave me so much love, so much affection. She was the greatest thing in my life. She gave me strength. She gave me strength. You understand? Whenever I felt like stressed out, whenever I felt I can't go on, she came here in my room, in this bedroom, loved me, and brought back the strength. Jessica, I'm there for my kids, but I'm not happy anymore. Listen to me. I'm not happy anymore. I'm always going to be there for them, Jessica. I'm always going to be there for them. Listen, let me be clear. Don't you see that I'm always there for them, Jessica? You don't see how I'm always there for them? I just booked a dental appointment for my son today. Listen to me. For him, he has to go fix his braces. He has to go fix his braces. You want to know what it is, Jessica? You might be stronger than me. I can't, it's so hard to live like this in misery, man. I hate living in misery. I hate it. And there's nothing I could do about it. That's the thing. There's no way for me to end this misery. It's physically impossible for me to end this misery. Am I there for my kids? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll do anything for my children. But Jesus, man, why did you have to take away my wife? Why, God? Why my wife? I mean, anything. You want to take away all my money? You want to take away all my money? Take away all my money. But I'm just saying, Jessica, I could have accepted anything. Even my mom, listen to me. Even my mom, Jessica, you want to know what it is? My mother was 75. She lived a long enough life to see her grandkids grow up. It was very, very sad what happened to my mom. I cry every day over my mom. I cry every night over my mom. I love my mom, but I'm at a little bit of peace. I'm at peace, Jessica, because I know my mom saw her grandkids grow up. I know my mom raised me 47 years. I'm proud of my mother. She did a great job. Jennifer was just 46. It was too young. That's all. It sucks. This whole thing sucks. That's all. There's nothing I could do about it, Jessica. There's nothing I could do about it. I could cry. I could scream. I could yell. Ah! It doesn't make a difference. Nothing I could do. But there is something you could do. Please consider helping our family with a cash app. Anyone, not you, Jessica, but new people on the live. Anyone who could do a cash app right now, help my family, would be greatly appreciated. God bless you. It is the $ Richard Lavoie. Matter of fact, if someone could type this out, I gotta pin this. Could someone? I don't see it pinned. I gotta pin this. Can someone type this out? But can you put the $? Jessica, can you put the $ in front of Richard Lavoie? All right. Thank you. Back to the Future. Thank you, Jessica. I'll go with Jessica. Thank you. All right. I wish everybody would just, I know Back to the Future sending me out a card. God bless them. But I wish everybody could just help us out a little bit. We appreciate the help. Let's do a little boogie woogie for Jessica. 1 second here. Let's fix this keyboard. Jessica Boogie Woogie. Oh, thank you so much, my man. Let me put a heart there. Naviv Thomas. God bless you, Naviv. We're going to do one for Jessica, one for Naviv. Let's do one for Jessica. Boogie Woogie. That's for you, Jessica. Hey, what's up, Steve? God bless you, Naviv. I'm going to do a song called Acceptance. Hold on here. Acceptance is the hardest thing. This is, you're welcome, Jessica. This is for Naveen Thomas. This is a song I wrote called Acceptance is the Hardest Thing. That's for you. Naveen Thomas. God bless you. God bless you, brother. There was like a little fruit fly in here that was flying around in my room. It was flying right by my piano. I'm like, that can't be my wife, right? No, she would have come back as a fruit fly. I couldn't tell you that. I don't think that's I'm losing my mind, guys. I'm going crazy, guys. Buckshot, how you doing, brother? Are you talking to me, Buckshot? Are you talking to me, Buckshot? I just had the worst day today. I just had the worst day. I read this article about this woman who basically lost her husband very suddenly. Oh, you're talking to Jessica. Yeah, I was about to say, you can't be talking to me because I'm shot. Thank you, Back to the Future. Anyway, she lost her husband very suddenly. The whole story just broke my heart. It made me think so much of my wife and everything I'm going through right now. And I was about to say, Buckshot's not talking to me. I don't think. I was like, I'm not doing a great job, right? I'm shot, man. Oh yeah. Anybody would like to contribute as an entertainment tip? Yes, you could do a super chat if you don't have a Cash App. But if you have a Cash App, it's going to be much more appreciated because there's no fees. Oh, well, there's low fees. There are low fees, and it's instant. We get the instant funding. That's the Cash App. It's also under the Just Jessica and CS comment below. Yeah, man. I just like. I don't like to talk about the word loss. I hate. Can I tell you all the words I hate? I hate the word death. People use this all the time. I'm going to tell you all the words that I hate. Death, die, dead. You ever I saw this article one time on meatloaf, right? And it was like, I think it was on the New York Post, and it says meatloaf dead. It's like I just say to myself, it's so heartless, it's so cold. And when you say you lost a lot, I just like to say passed away. That's what I like to say. I think that's the appropriate way to say things. My husband passed away or my wife passed away, because it sounds like, you know what it sounds like? Their spirit is still with you. And that's what I believe. I believe that their spirit is still here. They're still with you. So in essence, you haven't really lost anything. You see what I'm saying? If their spirit is still with you, then you didn't lose anything. I don't like to say that word. I'm sorry. Even transition is kind of like, I don't know, sounds like, I don't know, sounds like the Incredible Hulk to me. It sounds like like transformation, transition. I just like passed away. Passed away is something that works with me. For each is their own, okay? For each is their own. But I definitely don't like death. I hate that word. I don't like people text me all the time. Richard, I am so sorry to hear about the death of your wife and the death of your mother. I don't like that word. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Buckshot. It's just, look, man, I'm going through a really bad time, man. It's nothing to do with you. You're a good man. You're a great man, Buckshot. It's just I'm going through a tough time in my head. I'm very sensitive. When you go through like the stuff that I'm going through, well, you see you using that word again, death. I hate that word. And I have a lot of bills. Buckshot, that brings me back to you, man. Consider doing a cash app, brother. Come on, man. You seem like you care. Brother, you seem like you care. I have thousands of dollars of bills. Can you spot $10? Come on, be a nice guy. You don't understand about people, and I'm not trying to be a jerk off, Buckshot. I know Buckshot's gonna get mad at me. Buckshot's gonna get mad at me. Okay, I'm not trying to be a jerk off. It's just that people say these wonderful things, right? They come to these live streams and they say these heartfelt, wonderful things, but they don't want to part with $5. They don't want to do it. They don't want to help my children. My son is 14. You want to talk? You want to talk about loss? Okay, I'll talk about loss. You want to talk about loss? My son is 14 and my daughter is 11. They're never going to see their mother again, Buckshot. They're not going to see their mom again. And they're not going to see their grandma again. That's loss. You want to talk about loss? Okay. So that's why I don't understand when people come here and they say all this stuff. It's like, this is a benefit live stream. Everybody knows I'm doing this for my kids. I'm doing this for my kids. Why can't you guys just say, hey, Father, God bless? Like, you see that guy Naveen, what he did? $10, boom. Jake the other day, $10, boom. I just don't understand it, man. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but it's just I don't get it. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand how people can't just part with $5. Hey, Father, here's $5. God bless your family. God bless your son, Michael. God bless your daughter, Sophia. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be mean. Buckshot, I don't know. You said you done one anonymously. Why anonymous? Why not? Why not like why you hiding the name Buckshot? You want to protect the name Buckshot, brother? I'm not trying to be mean, man. I don't want anyone to know my name is Buckshot. So I cannot do a super chat right now. Okay, but when you do, let me ask you a question. When you do a super chat, when you do a super chat, does it come up right now? It's going to come up as Buckshot, right? Buckshot, when you do a super chat on the live stream, does your government name show up? Buckshot. Buckshot, when you do a super chat, does your government name come up? No, but I'm just asking you a question. If you did a super chat right now for say $5, if you did a super chat for $5, would your government name show up? Yes or no? No, but I'm not even talking about Cash App, Just Jessica. I'm talking about a super chat. If let's say he did a super chat on this live stream right now, let's say Buckshot did a super chat. No, but forget about Cash App for a second. Buckshot, forget about Cash App. Forget about Cash App. I'm talking about a super chat on this live stream. I know for a fact that your government name does not show up. The only thing that's going to show up is whatever your name is right now, Buckshot. That's what's going to show up. Buckshot will show up. Do you at least agree to that? Buckshot, you know what? Go F yourself. You're a fake mother effer. You're a hater. You are a hater. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Go home and get your shine box. All you've ever done when you come here is broke my balls. That's all you've ever done. You're a ball breaker. I'm sorry about what you went through with your parents, if that's even true. Okay? I'm sorry, but you're a ball breaker, man. You're a ball breaker. You're always breaking chops, man. Why can't you just come here and just be a nice guy? Stop breaking balls all the time. Jesus. What does that mean? Now he's threatening me, this guy. Now he's threatening me, this guy. Did you see this? Okay, so the first thing you do, the first thing you do is this, right? You lie about making a friggin' a donation, which not a donation, excuse me, an entertainment tip, right? You lie about it, okay? You lie about it. The second thing you do is you threaten me. You threaten me. How can anybody do that to a person? Think about this for a second. What? Now you're offering me a dinner? No, I'm curious. Don't erase it. I want to hear what he has to say. Jessica, bring him back. I want to hear what he has to say. Bring him back. Bring him back, Jessica. I want to see what he has to say, this guy. I mean, obviously, this guy is just a hater. You don't know how to bring him back? You got to click on it again and say unhide him. You can't hear me? Hello? You can't hear what I'm saying? You don't hear me? I don't understand. I'm not on mute. Oh, you can hear me now? Okay. Hey, what's up, Tommy? Now there's a real guy, Tommy from the Bronx. She timed him out for 24 hours. Oh, okay. That's fine. Who cares? Listen, I don't like it when people come here and they, a lot of people do this, and this is like what haters do. They break chops. It's like just don't break chops. It's just be a nice person, man. Just be a nice person, and you could tell. No, he does that all the time, Jessica. He does that all the time, Jessica. Every single time that guy has come to this live stream, it's always been very negative. It's always been ball breaking. It's always like he does it all the time. Okay, so that's why I called him out. You know why I called him out? I called him out because he does it all the time, Jessica. He does it all the time. Anyway, Tommy, how you doing, Tommy? Tommy's a good man. I'm just disgusted with my life, man. I love my kids, but I can't take it no more. I miss my wife so much. I miss my beautiful wife. I can't live without my wife. I don't know why she's not here. I don't know what happened. I don't know what we did. I just wish to God I had another chance to either somehow save her, go back in time. I'm just not doing great today, Tommy. I'm sorry. I'm having a bad day. It's fine, Jessica. I'm just not having the greatest day. I'm not having the greatest day today. I'm just down. I'm not having the greatest day. I'm not having the greatest day at all. I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm starting to come to acceptance of things, and I'm not happy about it. I think I've been living in denial this whole time, if you want me to tell you the truth. Hey, Tommy, did I upset you the other day? with the whole the medium thing? I saw a comment. You said I was going too far. Was that really you?
You want one?
1 second. I'm not saying I was going to actually do that, Tommy.
No.
I don't know.
You keep it.
I'm not saying I was going to actually do that, brother. I'm just talking about it. Just talking about it. Tommy, listen to me. I'm going to tell you something, Tommy. Now, you might think I'm a psycho, but I'm going to tell you something. There's been certain things that have been happening, and I know I'm not crazy, okay? Because my kids have been experiencing it too. I know I'm not nuts. I'm going to talk to you about it. Sometimes I'm talking. I have this tribute set up where my wife is downstairs, right? And the lights will flicker. And they're new bulbs, Tommy. I just put them in. There's no reason. There's no reason for these lights to flicker. So I don't think you might think I'm a lunatic, but I don't know. What do you think about that? Did you ever hear about stuff like that before? Tommy thinks I'm nuts.
I'm really sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
You open this for me? Thank you.
Tommy thinks I'm out of my mind. I think that the lights, the electricity have something to do with them, Tommy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man.
Thank you, Dad. I love you.
I love you. Because sometimes it's done in a way where, I'm not doing so good today, Mikey. I love you. It's done in a way, as my son and my daughter came in to say hello to me, where it's like, I'll give you an example. I'll say, like, Jennifer, do you love me? The lights will flicker right away. So it's done in a way where it's almost like a question answer. You know? Another thing I notice is that there's ringing in my ears. See, like right now, the ringing kind of stopped. Before, I was lying down and the ringing was like intense. So I thought I was crazy, right? I'm thinking maybe I got wax in my ears. I asked my kids, they came into the room, they said, Dad, we have ringing in our ears too. So you see? How do you explain that? I know my kids don't have a health condition. You know? Just dropped a goldfish. I don't know where it went. Where'd that go? Is that it? You know what I mean? So how do you explain that? So the thing is, right. Did you feel it was your father, or did you feel that you were it was just imaginary, Tommy? I don't know. Anyway, we don't have to talk about this. What's this goldfish? It just fell somewhere. Freaking goldfish. I don't know where it went. The car was running. See that? That's tremendous. That's tremendous, Tommy. That was your father. He started the car. I believe this stuff, Tommy. And to a certain degree, it brings you comfort, I think, no? Doesn't it bring you comfort? Because you kind of feel like, all right, my father is still with me, you know what I mean? Or my wife is still with me. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm like I know they're all right, Tommy. My wife is okay. She's okay. My mom is okay too. I know in my heart they're okay. Okay, because I could give you actual evidence that they're okay. You want actual evidence? My wife told me before she passed away, she saw her mother. Beautiful, Jessica. My wife told me before she passed away, she saw her mother in her room, but she didn't actually speak it. She was nodding her head because I was asking her. She was on a ventilator at the time. And yeah, that's something, right? That's something beautiful, Jessica. That's something that my wife would not bullshit me on. My wife would not make that up. She's not that type of person, Tommy. Okay, so she said to me, I said, Jennifer, do you see your mother, Linda? She said, yes. Is she in this room? Is she an angel? Is this a dream? This is real. She wouldn't say that. She wouldn't say that unless it was real. So the problem is not my wife. And the problem is not my mom. The problem is me. I'm the problem because I'm in misery. You understand? I'm the problem, Tommy. I can't live without. Look, how can I say this? Because I don't want to insult you, or I don't want to insult anybody, because I feel sometimes I may say something and people get insulted. There's a difference to me losing a parent. Okay, don't get mad, Tommy, please, because I'm not trying to take away anything. I'm just saying to me, because I lost both my parents. I lost my father and I lost my mom recently. And I loved Tommy, did I love my mother? I loved my mother more than life, more than life. I love my mom. But there's something different about losing your soulmate, losing your partner in your life. That's too much, losing the mother of your child. I love you, Jessica. It's like, it's just a much, much more intense hurt than losing a parent. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. I'm not trying to take, listen, you could have, this is just my opinion. It's like, the way I see it with my mom is that she raised me. She did a great job. I'm proud of her. And ultimately, she saw her grandkids grow up. And she was 75. Now, granted, not, you know, Tommy, that's terrible. That's terrible, brother. And that's probably because one could not live without the other. You want to know why that happened, Tommy? You want to know why I believe that happened? Because they were soulmates, your parents. See, this is bringing me back to my point. Your comment is bringing me back to my point. Your parents were soulmates. They loved each other so much, Tommy. They loved each other so much that one cannot live without the other. That's probably what happened, in my opinion. Again, I'm just telling you my opinion. Losing your soulmate is next level. Losing your soulmate, losing the mother of your child. Oh, they were actually divorced. Okay. All right. I might have been off with my assessment there, Tommy. But losing, God bless them both, though. Seriously, God bless them both. But losing your soulmate is just, to me, is more harder than anything. That's the hardest loss, especially when my wife was only 46. Especially she's the mother of our children. It's just too hard. It's too, especially now, we had a wonderful marriage. My wife loved me and I loved her so much. We loved each other with all our hearts and all our soul. Jennifer, her love and her emotion that she gave to me was my life force. It was my life force, Tommy. I feel like I'm living without my heart now. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm living without my heart. And it's a very difficult thing to do. So I got 2 kids I got to take care of. But the problem, Tommy, is that I'm living without my heart. How could you live without your heart? You can't do it, right? It's impossible to live without your heart. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm really down, you know. Finances are tough, you know. I'm going to tell you how I feel about it, because it happened to me. Losing your soulmate, losing your wife, losing your spouse is the hardest loss. Again, I love my mom. I'm crying over my mom every night, every day. But there's a difference in my grief for my mom and my grief for my wife. There's a big difference. And I think I have like a normal grief for my mom. You know how I know it's normal? I'm able to think of memories of my mother and smile. I'm able to do it. So if I was sitting down with you, Tommy, we were having a beer, I could tell you a funny story about my mom, and I would probably smile like, I would smile. I would tell you a story about my mom. It would make me smile. If I told you a memory about my wife, I would break down crying. I'd have to get up and I'd have to leave. I'd have to leave the bar or the restaurant. So what I'm going through with my wife is complicated grief. It's complicated grief. What I'm going through with my mom is normal grief, meaning that I'm sad, I miss her, but I'm able to cope with it because of various reasons. I'm able to cope with it because I know she saw the grandkids grow up. I know she raised me. I know she was suffering, Tommy. She couldn't move. This was not the mother I knew. The mother I knew, she was a champion, my mom, when she was younger. She used to clean the whole house, cook. She was like a Terminator. You know, my poor mother was stuck to her recliner. She couldn't move, okay? But that's not the case with my wife, Jennifer. That's not the case. My wife was okay for the longest time. She had cancer. You didn't even know she had cancer for 10 years. You didn't even know she had it. She was so strong. She was so powerful. And it was a shock when she got this aspiration pneumonia. Tommy, my life ended, man. 50% of my life ended when my wife passed away. I don't know if I could ever recover from this, Tom. I don't know if I could. It's just the pain is too severe. I don't feel. All right, you want to hear like how serious the pain is? You want to hear how serious the pain is? One of the things that Jennifer used to always do, I know this sounds stupid, right? Was set doctor's appointments for the kids. That's what she did. That was her thing. She always did everything for the kids. Okay, so I had to set a dentist appointment today for my son. And this actually has not been the first doctor's appointment I set up for him and Sophia since my wife passed away. I get these chills down my spine just setting up a doctor's appointment. Like I'm on the phone with the receptionist, and she's giving me a date. I'm shaking. I'm shaking because it's making me think of my wife. This is what she did. It's just everything makes me think about my wife, and I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well. I don't want to live without my wife. I'm very angry at God, Tommy. I'm very angry. Look, God, I tell God, you could have took away everything, man. You could have took away my money, because he did, Tommy. He took away my entire household income is gone. Because listen, Tommy, I was in sales my whole life. When my wife got cancer, I became her full-time caretaker. That's what we decided. She got stage 4 in 2017. She's like, Rich, I can't work. I really need you to be home. I need you home. I was like, all right, I'm going to figure out something. And I figured out how I could be her full-time caretaker. And that's what I was doing, all this time, just taking care of my wife, and taking care of my mom. And then my mom had her income, the, Social Security, the pension, which I helped her get, by the way, because my father didn't want her to get nothing. I had to fight for that because, they were divorced too. They didn't have the greatest marriage. And that income is now gone. Okay. So not only is my wife passed away and my mom passed away, but the income is gone. Now, I tell you the truth, I don't even care. I tell you the truth, I don't care. I'll figure out a way to eventually make up the money. I'll figure it out. Money can be fixed. What cannot be fixed is I can't get my wife or my mom back. And like I said, if my wife was alive and she was here with me right now, which she's not, I really, really believe that we would have been all right. I'll tell you the truth. I really believe I would have been very sad over my mom. Oh my God. I would be crying every day, Tommy. I'd be crying every night, but my wife's love and her emotion would have got me through it. She would have helped me cope with it. But God had different ideas and different plans. Tommy, money, I'm not worried about money. It's not, Tommy, I can't get it back. I can't get my wife back, Tommy. I can't get my mom back. I'm not worried about money. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about money. I'm not worried about money. Okay, what I'm worried about is, can I function and go on without my wife? And I don't think I can. I'm living in a depression, Tommy. I'm living in misery. And I know people are going to say, oh, therapy, doctors, it's not going to do any good. I've been to therapists already. I've been to grief sessions already. I've done it all. And Tommy, I'm a little worried about money, but Tommy, you don't understand, Tommy. You don't understand, man. When you lose your soulmate, Tommy, you don't understand. You don't understand. When you lose your soulmate, Tommy, everything's like on a stop sign, brother. Like you said, you never experienced it before. Remember, we just said this 5 minutes ago. You said you can't relate to it because you haven't experienced it. When you lose your soulmate, Tommy, you'll be surprised. Listen to me. You'll be surprised all the things you normally care about lose their their importance. I'm not gonna snap out of it, Tommy. It's not gonna happen. Okay. The only thing that's gonna probably happen, Tommy, is I'm gonna live the rest of my life in misery. That's probably what's gonna happen. That's how it's been. Sometimes it is, Dave. Unfortunately, when there are haters here, I can't do that. You know? What's up, Dave? When there are haters here, I can't do it. You know, those guys don't let me do it. Yeah, Tommy, that's terrible. What happened to your friend? Lost his wife, daughter, and mother in the same day. That's terrible. Tommy, for each is their own. But first of all, God bless your friend. Seriously, God bless him and his family. That was a very, very heartbreaking thing you just said. Tommy, I don't want this life, Tom. Tommy, I don't want this life. This is not the life I wanted, Tommy. I don't want this life. God screwed me, man. You know, I don't want this life. He put me in a position where I'm forced now against my will. I'm forced against my will to live a life I don't want to live, man. But I have no choice because my kids need me, so I have to do it. I have no effing choice. No choice. You know, because my kids need me. And that's where the money comes in, Tommy. That's where I care about the money. You know why I care about the money, Tommy? For my kids. I care about the money for my kids. Which leads me to the next part of this segment. Anybody out there who has a good heart, Tommy has helped us many times in the past. He doesn't have to do it, okay? But anybody out there with a good heart, Dave has helped us many times. Consider doing a Cash App. You'll see it on the bottom of this chat. Just Jessica and CS. If you click on it, it's my Cash App, which is the $ Richard Lavoie, capital RICHARDLEVOI. No space, no underscore in between my first and last name. You know, that's all I care about money for, is my kids. You don't have to do any more, Dave. You did enough. I said only for people that never did it before. You did it before. You did it before. Tommy did it before. But that's where I care about the money. It's for the kids. If you ask me, I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care. I just care about my kids. You know, I care so much about my kids. They're suffering too because they lost their mom, they lost their grandma, and now we lost our household income. You know what I mean? It's too much, man. We lost our household income. So I worry about, my daughter's 11, my son's 14. That's where I worry about the money. Where's my other phone? Trying to find my other phone here. I don't feel well anymore, guys. You know, I just can't. I can't deal with this life. It's a miserable life, man. I love my kids, though. I love my kids, but this life turned out in a way to be a complete nightmare. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why this happened to me and happened to my children. I have no idea what I do with my other phone, but where is my other phone? My other phone's gone. That's strange. I have no idea where my other phone is. My other phone is gone. I'm looking for my other phone. I can't find it. Things like vanishing here. Oh, man. I don't know where it is. I gotta ask my kids. You guys see my other phone? Oh, it is? It's Jennifer. What are you talking about? It's Jennifer, Sadie Hayes. What are you talking about? What do you mean, Sadie Hayes? What are you talking about? It's Jennifer. You say the ringing is Jennifer in your ears. You may be right. 444. I got my phone. No, she's talking about the ringing in my ears. Oh, man, I'm finished here. I should never read that article with that person. So anyway, I'll do a little song here. I'm going to call it a day real quick. Not really doing so good today, man. When your love ends before your eyes, everybody's got problems. Losing your job, kissing it goodbye. Everybody's got problems you can't hide. You can't hide. Life could beat you up, man. It's easy to just give up. Don't get knocked down. You gotta get mad. Fight back and be the one Everybody's got problems you can't hide. You can't hide. I know you're hurting and you don't believe tomorrow will be a better day. It's up to you. You gotta believe you have the power to make all your troubles go away when your love is before your eyes. Everybody's got problems, losing your job, kissing it goodbye. Everybody's got problems you can't hide. When your love ends before your eyes, everybody's got problems, losing your job, kissing it goodbye. Everybody's got problems you can't hide. Thank you. Everybody's got problems you can't hide. That was very sad what happened to Tommy's friend. Lost his wife, his daughter, and his mom. That was terrible. That was terrible, Tommy. I know people keep saying I'm going to snap out of it. Thank you, Back to the Future. But I'm just very angry, man. I'm angry. I'm pissed. I'm angry. I'm pissed. I want answers. Why did God have to take my wife and my mom? I know Tommy's friend went through something hard too. I wonder if he was angry too. I'm so angry. You know, this is not the life I wanted to live. Not for me, by the way, not for my kids. It was not the life I wanted to live for my kids either. I didn't want to live this life, okay? I didn't want to live this life. This is not the life I wanted to live. I wanted to be with my wife, raise my kids. Like I said, you want to take away my money? Take it away, God. I don't care. Take it all away. I lost a ton of money in AMC. Who cares? I'm not afraid of losing money. I'll make it back. I'm not afraid of losing money. My mom, I was very upset over it. I'm still upset over the loss of my mother. I'm still upset that my mother passed away because I love her with all my heart and soul. I love my mom. But she was 75. Jen was 46. My mom raised me. She saw the grandkids grow up. There's a little bit of a peace in my heart. There's a peace, like a P-E-A-C-E, not a peace, a peace. Peace in my heart. At least that she saw the grandkids grow up. That was a dream in her life. I got no peace in my heart for my wife, Jennifer. My wife, Jennifer, this whole thing just happened out of nowhere. It was a shock. It was an outright shock. She was okay. And then, you know, it was at her daughter's birthday, January 7th, singing to her birthday, singing to her daughter. And then after that, this whole thing started. And I don't know what happened after that because my brain kind of like blocked it out. I don't know anymore. I'm just so disgusted. I wish there was something I could do to just get my wife back. I wish there was a time machine. I wish there was something, anything, even if it was a spirit at this point. Like, honestly, I would be happy with that. Just anything. But like, I'm talking about actually a little bit more than flickering lights, you know? I wish I could see her. I wish I could talk to her. I can't. I can't. God ripped my heart out of my body. He ripped my heart out. That's what he did. He ripped my heart out. He ripped it out. How are you going to live without your heart? You can't live without your heart. We'll do one more here. Like I said, if anybody could be cool enough, not for me, for my kids, okay? The request that I'm making for Cash Apps is for the kids, okay? Just to help them. You know, they lost their mom, the kids. They lost their grandma. We lost our income. For my kids, this is a tribute for my children, okay? Sophia, who is 11, Michael, who is 14. Have a heart, please. Have a heart. Consider doing a small Cash App for the kids, any amount. Any amount for the kids. They'll thank you. I'll thank you. We would appreciate it, man. We're hurting. And yes, we are hurting financially. But obviously the priority is the heartbreak, the emotional pain that we're all feeling. But we have to eat. We have to pay bills. Gotta eat. This one's for my wife, Jennifer. Love is game. She was my lover and my best friend. Let's do that again. Thank you. You always know how I feel inside, even if I don't say a word. Your sarcastic smile, laughing eyes, acting so absurd. When I'm mad, you know I try to hide it all from you, but I can't. You always see right through. This is how we play our lover's game. We play our lover's game. You always know just what to say to make all my troubles go away, or how to talk you into feeling bad when I was wrong in a way. You give me love when I'm in the mood for it. You drive me crazy and you never quit. This is how we play our love's game. Play our love's game. Let's go. When I'm mad, you know I try to hide it all from you, but I can't. You always see right through. This is how we play our lover's game. Play our lover's game. right. Anybody that would be cool enough to do an entertainment tip, a Cash App, I would greatly appreciate it to help the kids. Right now, the Cash App is on the bottom of this chat. It is connected to the Just Jessica and CS comment. All you have to do is click on that, and you'll see my Cash App, the $ Richard Lavoy, the $ Richard Lavoy, capital RICHARD, capital L as in Larry, E as in Edward, V as in Victor, OI. Entertainment tip for the piano player. I gotta get going soon. I'm gonna finish off with one more here. We'll do the Brooklyn song. Hey, this is for you, Brennan. This is like a Billy Joel song, you know? I wrote this one for my hometown, Brooklyn, New York. I don't play any type of copyrighted music, brother, on these live streams. And the Exodus, no way. Sadie, do you really think that's an appropriate comment? I mean, I just want you to think about it. I understand what you're saying, but do you think that's an appropriate comment? If you worry about us, then do a Cash App. I'll tell you what. I'll answer that question. I have the answer to that question. Do a small Cash App. You worry about us, right? You worry about us, correct? Okay, well, if you're worried about us, do a small Cash App. My kids could use the help. My kids could use the help. Michael could use the help. Sophia could use it. So are you going to do one? And then I'll answer that question. It could be a small amount. Now all of a sudden she's not worried about us anymore, right? I'm not worried about you that much, Apefather. I mean, Sadie, that was a very, 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 very inappropriate question, right? Would you agree? And it was also very, very personal. It's a very personal question. Okay? And under the circumstances that we just lost my wife and we just lost my mom, and now you're making the indication that I might be going. I'm just saying that, and then you're saying you're worried about us. I'm just saying that I think if you're worried about us, you give us a small Cash App. What do you think, Sadie? Do you agree? How can someone make a comment like that and not give a Cash App? That's what I want to know. Seriously, I really want to know how you can make a comment like that and not want to give a Cash App. So it's either you are completely lying that you're worried about us. Because obviously, if you were worried about us, you would do a Cash App, right? Or there's some kind of an ulterior motive. What's the ulterior motive? So let me ask you, why are you asking that question for? Now she's not answering no more. Oh, man. What happened to where did Sadie go? Sadie's worried about us. She's worried about us, but she's not talking to us anymore. Crazy. Probably typing. I don't think so. I think that when I asked her to do a Cash App, she's probably like getting ready to run out of here. She's like, it's time to go to Mo's, time to go to Modell's. Yeah, she's not answering no more. Sadie, can I ask you a question? Are you a hater? Because that's the type of a question that a hater would ask. That's the type of a question a hater would ask. Are you a hater? Reveal yourself if you're a hater. Yeah, Modell's, right? You know, many years ago, I was working for this company, KDKA, out in Pittsburgh, right? It was an affiliate of CBS, and I got this account, Mattress World, right? Like it was like a sales job where TV advertisement. So the guy, I don't know if he was the owner of the place or I don't know if he was some guy was affiliated with this. I don't know if he was a manager. I can't remember, but he actually wrote that song. Like he told me he wrote that song. Gotta go to Mo's, gotta go to Modell. So Sadie, I do. What does I do mean? You want to get married? What does I do mean? I don't know what I do means. Are we getting married here? I'm broke or I would. All right, yeah. Here we go. Hater. Are you a hater? Are you a hater? I'm just asking you a question. Are you a hater? Just admit the truth. If you're a hater, just tell me. That's all. Are you afraid to admit you're a hater? Back to the Future. Where are you, Back to the Future? Are you still here, brother? Back to the Future. Where are you? Back to the Future. Are you still here? Back to the Future. Check her account. Check. Tell me when she opened this account. Sadie Hayes. Tell me when it was opened. Please. Tell me when Sadie Hayes, the account was opened. Probably a few days ago. $5 years ago? Oh, she's a real person. Okay. Possibly not a hater. All right. My wife just passed away, Sadie. A week, 2 weeks later, my mother passes away. You're asking a question, if I pass away, who's going to take care of my kids? Do you think that, I'm just asking you a question. The timing of it, listen to me, the timing of it. It's not like we're talking like a year from now, 2 years from now that my wife passed away. This all happened like recently. Okay? I'm just saying to you, do you think that that is an appropriate comment? I'm not talking, forget the money for a second. Do you think that that question was an appropriate question? Do you think that that was an appropriate question? Like, I'm just trying to understand why you think that was appropriate. Tell me why. Because it's not appropriate. Okay? You don't ask somebody who lost their wife. Listen to me, Shady. You don't ask somebody who lost their wife and who lost their mom in 2 weeks. If you pass away too, who's going to take care of your kids? That's not a good question to ask. Okay? Do you at least admit that? And then the best part of it, and then you're like, I'm broke, I have no money. I can't pay my bills. Okay. I mean, do you at least admit that that was an inappropriate comment? I mean, let's see. Why are you being so? I'm being mean. I'm being mean. Shady, do you know what you asked me? You asked me a question. If I would pass away, you asked me a question. Who's going to take care of my kids? This is after my wife and mother just passed away. And you're telling me I'm being mean? It's me. I'm being mean. You're being mean. That is a heartless, cold-hearted, disgusting question. My daughter's even upset. You even got my daughter upset. You got my daughter upset. Come on, Sophia. It's okay, honey. I love you. Stop it. That was a very cold-hearted, heartless. Oh, come on. Just go over and get your freaky shine box. She got that from me, my daughter. Shady, that was a horrible question. Shady, that's a horrible question. Sophia, stop it now. You got my daughter upset. Stop it, Sophia. Shady, why don't you just apologize? But you know why you're not going to apologize? Because I believe that you're a hater. Just it was a bad question. Sophia, stop it now. Come on. Sophia, stop it. Sophia. Oh, Sophia. Anyway, I'm going to be ending this live stream now. I don't want to see my kids get upset by these comments. I don't want to see my kids get upset on these comments anymore. So I'm going to end the live stream. Guys, I'm ending the live stream, okay? Antonio, I didn't block you. I wasn't the one who blocked you. Yeah, but you haven't given it a super chat in a long time, man. All right, see, Shady is showing the true colors that she's a hater. Shady's coming out, true hater. I never said that. I never said that. Sadie, you are a horrible, disgusting person. You're not a girl. You're a horrible person. You are a disgusting human being. Disgusting human being. Disgusting. Disgusting person. Anyway, Antonio, I'm going to run right now. Any shot of you? You haven't done a super chat in a long time. Come on, Antonio. You haven't done one. I don't remember the last time you did one. I think it's got to be a long time ago. I would not block you unless you said something really, really bad. I would not block you. No, Dave, I never watched one. I gotta check it out. Antonio, sometimes you do go off the deep end. You know that, right? Sometimes you do go off the deep end. I know that from personal experience. There are times you get in your moods and you go off the deep end. You know it, and I know it. Would you agree to that, Antonio? Well, that's what I'm saying. There are times that you go off the deep end. But there's times where Antonio goes a little cuckoo, you know? Like one flew over the cuckoo's nest. I'm going to run right now, guys. Antonio had the chance to prove to everyone in this live stream. He failed, though. Antonio had the chance to prove that he is the king super chatter. But Antonio, someone beat you today. Someone beat you. Someone did a $10 super chat. I don't even think you ever did a $10 super chat. You normally do under 10. But Navid beat you. Navid Thomas. Yeah, but I'm saying, you ever hear that song by Janet Jackson? What have you done for me lately? Ooh, 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 yeah. What have you done for me lately? Nothing. Zero. So right now I have to give the King Super Chatter to Naveen Thomas, who beat you today with a $10 super chat. you're I know, but you're now you're like the number one contender. I love it, chicken. Yeah. All right, Antonio could live with the fact he is not the heavyweight champion. So because he could live with that, he got his rank dropped even lower. You're not even the number one contender now, because the number one contender would not say that. The number one contender is hungry. Like, you ever see the movie Rocky 3 with Clubber Lang? He says, "I'm ranked number one. I'm the best." He said. He goes, "But this fool doesn't want to fight a real man. Hey, woman," he says, "I'll tell you why. Why don't you since your old man's got no heart, why don't you bring your pretty little self over to my apartment tonight? I'll show you a real man." So Antonio went down to, like, I don't know, he's like number 7 right now, number 8 contender. He's on the bottom of the list. He's on the bottom of the list. All right, brother, no problem. Who is this crazy guy talking to my daughter? Crazy psycho. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Nice live stream. I'll be back soon, all right? God bless everybody. God bless you, Dave. Tommy from the Bronx. Back to the Future. Dave in the house. Antonio Miranda, the number 8 contender of Super Chats. I'll talk to everybody soon.